quilinhos. Caraca. Ele tava me contando do Pinduca, né? Alguns equipamentos, né?
Os equipamentos, Você viu que foi tudo aquele resto embora, faixa.
Ficou bom, cara.
Esses aí que são os equipamentos.
Okay, so we are in Rafael's facility today. First time I've been here. It's great to be in here because I'm a little bit lost for words because I'm kind of looking around and I'm looking at all these amazing pieces, right? Because there's so many different selective pieces of equipment that he's chose from different manufacturers so that you guys and girls which are going to have the opportunity to train here if you're lucky enough are going to be able to really engage because the mechanical setup of a lot of this equipment is really perfect. Like everything in life, right? Things revolve and obviously manufacturers will obviously change the dynamics or their mechanical setup and engineering setups when they manufacture and make pieces of equipment. But for me, the machines which I feel create the most productive emphasis of positive load and connective tissue response is a lot of old machines. And there's a lot of really great old machines here, which is really great to see because you don't see a lot of these machines around anymore, but they are definitely senior as far as senior choice that I would be selecting if I was going to be opening a facility like this. So this is going to be a facility of excellence. Obviously Rafael and Karen are going to be bringing this for you guys and girls at home. So make sure you keep checking out his socials because he is excited about bringing something very different to Sao Paulo and Brasilia for all you guys and girls. Today, it's going to be legs, right? Going to be legs, so it's going to be a bit of a nasty workout because Raf's going to be doing squats with me today and he hasn't squatted for a long time, so obviously going to see how he sets up, see what his mechanical alignment is like, and then we'll build upon that. So I'm eager and excited to see this workout starting, and obviously as we go through the training session, I will explain more about why I've chosen certain pieces of equipment and why today's workout is going to be quite different compared to last week's workout.
Ok, let's go, here we go. Leg day, galera, vamos lá. Aqui na nossa academia hoje. Vamos que vamos. Where do you want to start?
Well, we're going to have Smith machine swapping.
Vou pegar uma cena da hora do
Intra-treino, né, cara? Bom, galera, leg day já sabe, né? Tem que ter um M5 pra dar aquele suporte, pra aguentar o baque até o fim. Not just for back day. It's for leg day. Can you join for me?
Yeah. Okay, we'll rack it in. It feels different, right?
Yeah.
I know. So we're going to be working on his squats a lot. It's going to be something he's probably not going to enjoy. But it's not so much about looking to create more stress because we're trying to bring his thighs up, which we are going to. I want to bring other connective tissue into play, and squat is an incredible exercise which is going to allow us to indirectly bring in glute activation as well. Now some people might say, well, your mechanical position or posture or movement is going to obviously transfer stress from certain areas of your legs to other areas. We're going to be looking to primarily obviously work on his quads. We may potentially at some point, not today, but we will actually over the forthcoming weeks and months, we will obviously adopt and change his foot placement as if we want to bring more abductors into play. It's an area that I want us to fill a little bit with Rafael. Now, of course, there are exercises that we can do, and we will be doing those over a period of time. Probably today we'll actually do some abductor work, but let's just focus on this at the moment because he hasn't squatted, I think, for a number of years, so he's going to be definitely out of his comfort zone. But I'm looking forward to progress because the movement there was very, very good. this time, where those marks were, your toes were about that far back. I want you to be about that far back, about an inch, all right? Tell me when you're ready. That's better too. Good. What's that better?
Yeah.
Did that feel better, or when you were slightly further forward?
No, I think you're better now.
Yeah? Okay, so at the moment we're still nurturing a calf strain that Rafael's got. Picked it up a couple of weeks ago, so he's been having some therapy on it. So the problem that we potentially going to face, why we changed last week's leg workout to the way we did. So last week primarily focused on leg extensions, obviously triple dropping, etc. And then we did go on to what would be kind of like a partial kind of hack squat, if you remember rightly, with last week's video. The reason that we didn't leg press or focus on normal hack squat or squats last week, because we're obviously knowing that we've got to be very careful with this calf. So what I don't want to do is, if he goes down too low, and this is the first time he's squatted for a long time, he's finding that there's a bit of stress in his calf, all right? And obviously we need to make sure that we step away and move away from that environment. So one of the things you potentially could do is box squats, but the box obviously has to be rigid, it has to be strong, just in case you need to use it, but it's only there for a reference point to find your depth. And the reason I say that is because obviously as he starts to challenge his depth, he's potentially going to go lower, or he's going to start going further up, which isn't necessarily conducive with what we're wanting to do. And my point is, it's really important that we get his range of motion and his movement pattern perfect from the very first session today. Otherwise, moving forward over the forthcoming days and weeks and months, as he's obviously squatting more and more, we don't want him to pick up bad habits. So we just got to make sure that his selective movement patterns are very much in line to where they need to be, all right? It's very, very important. You do not want to start picking up bad movement habits from the very beginning, especially on squats, because it is the most challenging mental and physical exercise you're ever going to do on legs, far greater than leg press. Squats is like the kingpin. Not necessarily you have to do squats, not everybody has to do squats. We're doing squats for a reason, and it's more to bring in stimulus in all over, areas of his upper body as well as his lower half, okay? One. How's that feel?
Good.
So?
Yeah. Good.
No lower back pump? Yeah. Just make sure you protect it if you need to with the belt, all right? Yeah. Just get your feet perfect, all right? Tell me when you're ready. One. Okay. Okay. Perfect. Dry. One. Okay. Advantages and disadvantages of doing box squats. Do not start to rely on a box to take your inability to be mentally strong. So what do I mean by that? I got into a really bad habit once where I used to bench squat. So I had a bench behind me, and as soon as I touched that bench, I used to obviously use it as a reference point. Once I took that bench away, it was a psychological fuck to be able to perform the exercise with the same weight without the belt, without the bench, because you get into a sense of false security, because you kind of know you're protected because you have that bench. So I had to step away from the environment and make sure that I knew that in order to start a repetition, I had to complete it. I had to do the repetition. I never had somebody to stand behind me and spot me with squats. I was responsible for squatting, all right? Now we are in a Smith machine, so there's advantage to that. If you get stuck, you can potentially manipulate a certain range of motion to be able to safely rack it. When you're squatting with a conventional barbell, you can't do that. And if you don't have a spotter, or your spotter is obviously standing way back from you, which I used to make sure my spotter was nowhere near me. He actually wasn't even spotting me, he was my training partner. He'd be like 10, 15 feet away. So if I get stuck at the bottom, I basically have to throw the weight behind me, right? So make sure if you're going to use a box squat, don't start getting into mishabits where mentally you're using it as too much of a less accountability in a sense, all right? Now, because of obviously Rafael's got that calf strain, we're using it for that reason. Simply because if he goes deeper, then he is going to start to get more stress in that calf. So you might say, well, why don't you just remove him from that box and just shorten his range of motion? Because the problem with that is that we need to brain train him, get used to the movement again. So we're trying to find that happy balance, okay?
To be honest, I never squat on the big machine because I was feeling free
with the bar.
On the bar.
And I like to have the bar. I much prefer to have a bar than a Smith machine. I do. And the main advantage of a barbell is that you are going to bring more stimulus.
Right.
You're going to.
Yeah.
You're going to be, and you're going to be out your comfort zone far more.
Right.
With a barbell than a Smith machine. But at least we found this good medium.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Good. Perfect. Good. We're looking to progress, right? Don't think about what you did before, and you might also think, hey, this is a waste of time because I know I can leg press. We need to step away from just sticking to certain exercises.
Yeah.
Right?
No, I know.
Yeah.
And before, I used to squat like this.
Very wide, yeah.
Yeah.
Like this? Yeah.
But now I'm feeling good like this.
I spoke about that. So what I did speak about in the earlier video, I said that what we are going to do once we find that your movement, your posture, position, is everything's in line, not today, we will start working and manipulating and changing the stance to hit more abductor work, etc.
Right.
Because it's an area that we're going to be working on.
Yeah.
But your foot position
That's
is
good.
textbook. Yeah.
Because when I was doing the barbell,
Yeah.
when I do like this,
Yes.
my body
We lean forward.
you know?
Yes.
And then I start to flat my back.
Got you. Yeah.
So, when I was doing like this,
Yeah.
I was getting better.
Yeah.
But here,
Yeah.
good.
Feels good.
Ó. Não, tá começando. Acho que essa vai ser a primeira série que vai valer. Mas a gente achou a posição ali. Foi confortável para minhas costas até. Tá indo bem, o peso tá indo bom.
Tá se divertindo já?
Ainda não, vai começar a diversão.
Good. Perfect. Perfect. Good. Drive. And again. Good, that's good. 5 reps, right? 1. Good. 4. 1. Good.
Yeah.
You feel more fire stimulus as we're adding weight? You feel more fire, yes?
Yeah.
Good.
Especially in the first 10.
Yeah.
After 10, 12, I start to feel a little bit more.
Low back?
Yeah.
That's more so because the rep range and then the load has been extended, right?
Yeah.
We will pull the reps down. The reason I'm not setting you off at 10 is because it would be stupid for us to be doing fucking heavyweight. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Quando ele fala singles, é uma repetição, descansa. Uma repetição, hash pause. Uma repetição, hash pause.
Don't forget before you lift, feet, okay? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Good. Excellent. Drive. 3. 4. Good.
Okay.
Strong mind, yes? Yeah. Be confident now, right? Be fucking confident. Tell me when you're ready. Okay, you're ready. Perfect. Good. Right, 3, good. 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 Dry. 7. Just 3 more. Good, come on. Good. Dry. 1. Good. Good. Very good. I do think. What's this? Good. Okay, so set up. You're ready. Good. Good. Perfect. Good, Raf. Push. 8. Try. 9 and 1. Good. Okay, this is perfect, right? Because you can also set yourself up with the safety racks. So you can if the safety racks line up okay, you can set those so you're safe.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, good. Okay, perfect. Well, actually, those are fucking even better. Yeah, because you can.
Yeah, it's safe.
Yeah, but it's also you can.
Let's go, Rafael.
Come on. Be strong. Tell me when you're ready. 1, 2, 3. Good. Good. Strong. Excellent. Good. 7. Push. Good. Dry. 2. Good. 1.
Okay?
Yeah. Good. Very good, Raf.
Okay. Here we go.
Set yourself up. 1, 2. First rep, be strong. Good. Just focus on the first rep because the central nervous system is going to get hit very, very quickly, so you're going to have to be super engaged. Right? Good. 4. Good. Drive. Good. Excellent. 2 singles. Single rep. Drive. Good. 1. Up. Good. Very good. Okay. Very good.
Umas 10 séries já.
Good, come on. 3. Dry. Come on, strong. Good. And again, come on. Drive. Good. No help. Come on. 1. Drive. Up. Good. Strong. Good. Right. That was perfect rest pause, yes? You knew when you had the rest pause, right? Very good. Very good. Good. Right, stop a minute. So stop. No, stop at the bottom. That's it, release. Right, do 5 more reps and just hold it for like 2-3 seconds. Make sure you squeeze, okay? Up, squeeze, good. Squeeze, good. Again, squeeze. 1. Good.
What are you gonna do?
We're going to do 10 reps, hold for 2 or 3 seconds, keep contraction, okay? But really squeeze at the top from it, okay?
After 10 reps.
So, no, 10 reps and just each rep, okay? Come on. 7, push, push, push. High, 8, 9, 1. Good.
Squeeze as hard.
Good. Because I think the stack is too light for you, so we need to make it harder, and that's why I'm contracting. Because I don't want to be doing high reps of it.
Right.
With a full stack, if it's too light, what we'll do, obviously we're going to hold that 2 to 3, but we'll bring it down 2 to 3. Okay? So it's power, hold 2 to 3, power, alright? But we'll see how strong you are. Don't fake it. Don't be an actor.
I'm not. I'm gonna do one. Oh no! Fuck.
Focus strong, yes? Put yourself tight. Drive, strong, contract. Okay? Good. 2, high as you can, come on. 3, good. Drive. Come on. Good. Push, come on. Excellent, come on. Work hard, come on. Come on. Good. 1, up. Good set. Okay, good set. Up, come on, 3, drive, come on, up, 1, and again, up, and again. Good set. Good set. You didn't have that vulnerability with your calf, all right, and you were kind of a little bit used to that exercise. To say you've done this with your 3rd week, you probably would be pushing more like 13 to 15 reps. But remember, your back isn't also strong on that exercise, so, but it's kind of week 1 today. Good, 1. Come on, high as you can. Come on. 2, hold. Drive. Work hard. Come on. Keep working. Come on. Don't go weak. Don't go weak. Come on. Drive. Up. Come on. Let's go. 3. Push. 2. 1. Rest. Stay there. Get ready. We'll go back in, 3 reps. Come on, strong. Let's go, come on. Up, 1, and again. 2, and again. Good, rest. Let's go, come on, work hard. Good, come on. 1, up. 2, and again. Good. Good. So with this, you've got to deload, you've got to disconnect your central nervous system because you can't keep stressing your thighs because there's no resting position. So you obviously have to let the weight drop, bottom out, and then really take it again.
Ontem matei a Karen.
Eu acho que ela combinou algo com o Nil.
I feel this is a better workout than the last thigh workout because we're doing something you haven't done for such a long time.
And I felt great after the
Yeah.
mid squat.
Mm-hmm. One thing I don't want you to do is next week, I want you to do exactly the same, right? And I'll write the workout. What I don't want you to think, okay, I can go jump straight onto the plates. No, don't do that, guys.
Right.
Just think, right, okay, the maximum weight now next week is 4.5 plates. And what you're probably better off doing is you warm up, you do 10 reps. So you get to 4 plates, you do 10 reps, all right? And then say, right, okay, let's do 10.25 for 10 reps. Then you do 10.5 plates. Sorry. You do 4.5 plates, 4.25 plates for 10. The next set is 4.5, and then okay, that's where you are. And you'll probably be able to do 4 to 6 sets with 4.5 plates, right? And then the following week, You could literally go warm up, your last warm up is 4.5, sorry, your last warm up is 4, and then you could jump straight up onto 4.5. And you'll probably do three sets of that, and then you can do 4 3/4 plates,
right.
yes? And then the following week you'll know, okay, I can go up to 5 next.
Right. Yeah. Normally we never use the small weight.
The small weight, yeah. The thing is,
we always jump to
I get it.
45.
But the thing is, that is going to be vulnerable for you because as soon as we know your calf is good, we've got to take that box away, guys.
Yeah.
Because you've got compression.
Right.
And if there's something we've got to be really careful for you is that compression point, right? Keep working. Come on, up, push, drive, 9. Good. Rest a second. Stay there. Don't go in here. Don't go in here. Right. Let's go back in there. Let's go. 4 reps. Speed up the fraction. Let's go. Come on. Strong. Up. Come on. 1. Up. 2. 3. 1. Good. Rest. Pause. Stay there. Right. Last 3. Let's go. Come on. Hold it a bit more at the top for me. Come on. Power. Come on. 1. Good. Better. Up. 2. Again. Come on. 1. Come on. 1. Good. Made it look so easy. That's why. Good. If we didn't want to be activating your glutes, all right, or some hamstring, the need to do compounds is going to be so much lesser.
Right.
But because because your quads are just an exceptional muscle group, right? And the good thing about it is once we get brain trained on that, and then we start bringing abductors more by changing your foot position on that squat is going to be, you know, a great tool.
Let's do some abductor.
Definitely today,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Strong. 2. Come on. Up. Get them up. 1. Up. Right. Rest. Stay there. Let's go. 5 reps. Come on. Come on. Up. 1. Good. 2. Good. Up. 3. Drive. 4. Up. Rest forward. Stay there. Stay there. Stay there. Right, let's get back in there. Last phase. Come on. Last phase. Come on. Up. 1. Good. 2 and 1. Good. The only reason I'm doing more reps is because he's too strong. Absolutely. Okay, so we've just moved away from the leg extension now. Rafael is incredibly strong on that. So we had to incorporate some rest pauses to get those extra repetitions, not because I wanted to, but because he was kind of hitting sort of 10 reps with peak contractions, controlling the negative as well, and I wanted to kind of keep that rep range as low as possible, not necessarily to the 6s, but sort of 10 to 12 where it's complete failure. But because he was failing at that point, but we knew he could do extra reps, I was using rest pause for like 2 to 3 seconds, and then what I did is I took away the peak contraction and I took away the like 2 to 3 second eccentric, and it was like a range, the full range of motion, but the eccentric was about 1 second, and that allowed us to get about an extra 5 to 8 repetitions. Not necessarily something I would always do, but because with strength we need to make sure that we're obviously putting them in a high sense of progressive overload. So that's a great way for us to manipulate that exercise to our advantage. Going to go on to our 3rd exercise, which is going to be a pendulum squat. We'll see what he's like as far as his setup on here and what his movement is. But it's been a really good, productive workout today, especially because we put him into a squat that he hasn't done for many, many years. As I've already said about that squat, be really careful with using a box because you don't want to start relying on it and then you take it away, and then emotionally or mentally I should say you start to fatigue and you start doubting yourself and you'll think that you're getting weaker. It's not that, it's just that you're mentally weaker. And also remember, you don't want to be compressing that lower back, so just be very, very aware of that. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to transfer a little bit of stress into his abductors. The reason I say that, I feel that there's been a lot of stimulus within his quads. One, obviously, with that first movement, which was the Smith machine squats. Then, very isolated with quads, teardrop, obviously inner and outer thigh with his extensions. We're going to be finishing off with abduction today. So what we're going to do, we're going to prime a little bit and change his foot position. I'll keep him neutral for the first 1 or 2 warm-up sets, and then as we start to progress into the working sets, I'm going to change his foot position slightly to bring a little bit of abduction into play. All right? Good. Excellent. How'd that weight feel?
Light.
Light?
Yes.
Okay. Good. Work hard, come on. Good. Drive. Good. Push. Eight. Good. Drive. Now. And again. Good. Rest pause. Rest pause. Calf holding up?
No,
No?
it's okay.
You sure?
Yeah.
Be strong, Rafa. Good. Perfect. Good. Come on. Good. Come on. And again. Come on. Good. Rest pause. Stay there. One more. Come on, Rafa. Come on. Big push. Come on. Up, up, up. Some very positives come from this exercise. We're not getting any discomfort or extra stress on that calf that we need to be very careful of, which is positive. The negative is that 2 plates are at a point where we're kind of going into a week 2 workout, and I want to primarily kind of keep them into a week 1. What I'm not going to do is slow down the eccentric and run the risk that we're starting to transfer stress, because he's obviously going to be planted very much into his feet, and then we start to transfer stress onto his calf. So with this exercise, he's going to be going into a hybrid, all right? Sarcoplasmic myofibia, and the rep range is going to be more like a week 2, because you need to make sure that you're very smart when you're training, and obviously intuitive. There are going to be some exercises which are going to be more mechanically advantaged as far as load with a slightly higher rep range, and I also feel that this is one of those exercises. I feel that stimulus as far as muscular engagement will be a little bit more optimal with a rep range of about 10 to 16. I'm not saying for 1 minute you shouldn't be doing higher repetitions, because it can be a very productive tool and exercise to manipulate and execute with higher repetitions. So even though this is primarily a week 1 workout, we've obviously manipulated this exercise, not necessarily to his advantage, but to get the most emphasis, and the same as the extensions today, all right? Obviously, as he gets stronger, but more so as those connective tissue in his calf gets healed, then we will be able to start to manipulate and add a little bit more extra weight. But today, the feel is very conducive. Good. Right. Up. Come on, Rap. Good. Out 1. Come on. 1 rep. Get him up. Strong. Up. Up, 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 up. Good set. Good set. Very good.
I need to work on this mobility too.
Yes. Yeah. What you want to do is get into the habit of looking where you're working from, right? You're never going to be able to open up every week, it's not possible. But look to where you are, say now, all right? And then you know, like in 2 or 3 weeks, you have to go 1 watt. You've got to go 1. Good. Come on.
Fuck.
Right, let's go back in there. Come on, 5 reps now. Come on, Rep. 2. Come on. 4. 5. Right, last phase. Take the weight. Take the weight. Let's go. Dry, dry. Come on. Good. 2. Push. 3. 4. 5. Good set. Good set. Last 3 to 5. Come on, last 3 to 5. Let's go. Come on. Good. 2, 3, 4, 5. Good set. Good set. Very good.
I think this is gonna fuck my weekend.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be flying back, all comfortable on the plane, or all warm and everything feels good. And poor old Rafael is gonna be fucking it up.
You'll be back to US, and they will remember you from our 3-4 days.
Yes. But really good workout today. I'm really happy with what we've done. It's been super productive, and I feel that this is our last thigh workout while I'm going to be here on this trip, that is, in Brazil. And it's really been good for me to be in this facility. I'm looking forward to when I'm coming back, and I will be back again very soon, I promise you. I'm going to be making multiple trips over the forthcoming years to come. I'm excited about where we are currently. I feel that it's been a very conducive workout, obviously 4 different exercises, all very different indirectly as far as the exercise choices. Obviously it was for a reason. Took Rafael obviously under what would have been the Smith machine for the very first time for a long time, and performed obviously squats. Then we went on to our second exercise, extension. Then we went on to our third exercise. Brought a little bit more abduction into play with our foot placement, with obviously the pendulum, and then we finished off primarily all with abduction. So it's been a really good workout. So we've obviously hit all the different areas of his thighs, indirectly tying a little bit of bringing a little bit of hamstring and glute into play with the first exercise, and obviously finishing off with his inner thighs. So it's an area that we're going to be working on. Now he's got exceptional legs, but we've obviously got to make them so much even more exceptional. We're going to be working on his calves massively. So what I am going to do is I'm going to get Rafael to take measurements of his calves probably in about 2 weeks time, when we feel like, okay, 2 or 3 weeks time, I feel that we're going to be in a position where we can really start the challenge with our selection of exercise as far as the weight is concerned, because obviously today's exercise choices and exercise reps also have to be very considerate obviously of his calf. In about 2 or 3 weeks time, we're going to be out of that position where we need to be so concerned, and then we can obviously really push forward on progressive overload. But there's been a really good point with that last statement. Okay, we can push forward on progressive overload. Being in that squat rack is going to create a huge sense of progressive overload, because he hasn't been in that movement for many years. So I feel tomorrow, over the next 1, 2, 3 days, is going to be incredibly sore. 1, because of our first exercise choice, and secondly, because of the adduction.
Yeah. And I think maybe next week I'll be fine to start hamstrings again.
Yeah.
Not too heavy, but
Yeah.
stimulate and come back to the hamstrings game.
Yeah.
And you're gonna make hamstrings look like thighs.
Yeah, we're going to be really focusing on that. That's going to be an area that we're going to be working on. The areas where we're going to be working on incredibly hard as far as the lower half is going to be concerned is abduction, calves, and hamstrings and glutes. That is going to be probably 60-70% of our emphasis over the next sort of 6 months or so or more. And obviously it will continue further forward. Obviously we're going to be focusing on upper body. It's got an incredible lower half, but we're going to really be making some big statements when he steps on stage next year. Obviously in those shows, we've already briefly spoke about the shows that we're aiming to look at as far as beginning year shows. That's something that obviously myself and Rafael will talk about a little bit more, not necessarily through this video, but at some point. But it's been a really really good productive workout today.
Isso aí, galera, deixa o like, comenta, mais um vídeo de informação, cheio de informação para vocês, né? Cheio de informação. Então, tamo junto.